Hello, welcome to Spotlight on Service. My name is Laura Higgs. It is September 2024, and I have with me Jim Ludlam, he's a big volunteer in our community in Souris, and he's going to tell us about the latest award that he has won. Welcome, Jim.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Good. Now, what I would like to say, I'm just going to make sure those two awards are out there, is congratulations on your latest award. It was with a volunteer, and it was an award from the Westman Tourism, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And you just received that in June 2024. That would be this lovely trophy right here.
Yes, I did. Yes.
Very nice. Very nice. So this award was for volunteerism, but it isn't the first time you volunteered. You have been volunteering pretty much your whole life.
It's quite some time.
Yeah, yeah. Because when I first moved to Souris over 25 years ago, I had already heard that you were a big volunteer in the community.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. But can you tell me a little bit about the awards you've won in the past?
Okay. Back in, I was on the volunteer ambulance.
Okay.
And after you'd served for 25 years, you were eligible for this certificate award.
Okay.
Whatever. And I was eligible. So I went to the Fort Garry Hotel in Winnipeg.
Nice.
And it was quite a spectacular.
I bet.
I was the only civilian there. The rest were all in police uniforms, fireman uniforms, and paramedics.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now that was before, like when I first moved here, we still had volunteers on the ambulance, but then
Right.
it became a paid position after that. So, but you volunteered on the ambulance for the your full 25 years before it ever changed over.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
And I think you were, I don't know, you must have been gone already when I started in the hospital here.
It could be.
Yeah.
I was on for 29 years.
29 total.
Yes,
Okay, there
yeah,
you go.
yeah.
But you won that, and so it was around 19.
97, 98 when I got it.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Well, congratulations and
Well,
thank you for your service as a nurse. For over 42 years, we have always appreciated the ambulance drivers and the support staff that we had, for sure. But
Thank you.
now, can you tell me a little bit about the Lieutenant Governor Make a Difference Award?
Okay, this came up by a surprise to me. There was a few people got together and nominated me for this award.
Okay.
And it was probably a few days prior to the event that I was notified that I had won it. And that was a complete surprise.
Wow.
It was so.
Wow.
And we went to the convention center in Winnipeg, and it was quite a event. There was a supper and things like that. Yeah.
Quite the gala.
Oh, it sure was.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
very nice. So they honored you for making a difference in your community?
Yes.
Basically, yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, very nice.
Yeah, it was very nice.
And so this year, you also won Westman Tourism Award.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And this is the blue trophy that we talked about already, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And this was a complete surprise because
Ah.
nobody knew until we all got to we were at the Estates, Oakland Estates is where the party was.
Okay.
And they just read out all a little bit about each person, and then they come up with the winner is.
Oh, right. Okay. Yes. Yes.
And it was a surprise.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. It was quite an event.
Okay. So tell me about your volunteerism. What does it mean to you to volunteer?
It means a lot to me. It's something that I really enjoy doing. I enjoy helping people, and I feel that volunteering makes a difference to your community.
Right.
And that is my motto.
Yeah.
Yes. I really put a lot of effort into that.
Yeah. So can you tell me some of the things you volunteered in our community, besides the ambulance for a long time? You have been on other committees and other groups that you've helped.
Yes, I have. I was on before the new Parks and Recreation was formed. I was on the Parks Board for quite a number of years as a volunteer, and it was we did a lot of work in the park. On beautification, I've been
Okay.
on that since the start of it.
Okay,
And it has made a difference.
For sure.
To our town, with
Oh.
all the flowers and everything.
Absolutely.
It's been fantastic. And beautification was responsible for putting the Pavel, the peacock, down.
Yes.
And yes, I enjoyed working with.
Wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Can you tell me as well, somebody asked recently, where are your peacocks, Laura? We've been all over Souris, and we haven't seen the peacocks. And then they asked us, well, what do they do in the winter? I said, well, I think this fella named Jim Ludlam still rounds them up. But I didn't know that for sure. But that was when I first came here. The people told me that you would round them up and get them stored for the winter. But do you still help with the peacocks?
Yes, I do.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I was
Oh.
right then.
Yes, I do. And yes, we always rounded them up in the wintertime.
Sure.
But this past winter, we have live traps for them.
Okay.
And they would not go in the trap.
Oh,
And it was a mild winter, so they were all outside for the winter.
for the whole year.
Yep.
Well, I heard, I wasn't here, but I heard that February there was no snow left on the ground
You're
too.
right.
It was that mild, yeah.
You're right.
Except for the snap. I was home in January and it was minus 33, but other than that, it was a pretty good winter.
Mm-hmm.
So lucky that they made it.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're hardier than people think.
Yeah, for
Even
sure.
though they originate, say, from India,
Mhm.
but they developed the climate.
Yeah, yeah, they sure have. Now, I know recently we had changed, I think we had changed our peacock flock. We got rid of the old ones because they were all over town, and then we brought in new ones. Is that how that went down? Or we brought some of the old ones back, I think, as well.
No, we got rid of roughly 30
Okay,
because they were congregating in people's yards and well, they were just nuisance.
yeah.
People like them and people don't like them.
Ah, yes, yes, we do have both ends of the spectrum here, for sure.
So,
But the tourists expect to see them.
yes. And so we sent the 30 out and we got 10 back again.
Okay,
But not the ones that we got sent out.
right.
No, yeah.
But new ones.
New
And
ones.
now, do they stay more in the park, those ones? Or do they get around town?
No, actually, we have 3 in the barn with the outside runway.
Okay.
And that is so tourists can see them.
Okay.
And we have a white male in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So during the day, they're let out into the yard where they can be seen.
They are out in the runway all the time.
All the time,
Yeah,
okay.
or in the barn, whichever
Okay.
they choose.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I have directed some tourists down there, and I said, sometimes they're at the Old Mill Estates if you go up that hill and hang around. Because the folks there say they sometimes wander through the street there.
This year, they've been congregating across the river. I don't know what the attraction is.
Oh.
But that's where they've been hanging out, most of them.
Okay.
I saw one uptown here day before yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
Well, I had company here, and the only time they saw a peacock was when I was driving them someplace in town. And I go, oops, I said, it's against the law to hit a peacock in our little town here. So I slowed down and moved over, and they were so elated. It's the first peacock I've seen. I've been here for months.
Yes.
So, but you're still helping with the peacocks?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. That's great. We really appreciate it, and
Yeah.
I know the tourists do appreciate it.
Yes.
But-
Some of the tourists get upset when they can't find a peacock.
Yeah, I know. Some people get upset when they're in their yard, and some people get upset because they can't see them.
You're right. You're right.
For sure, the both ends of the
Yes,
spectrum.
yes.
So, anything else you've been volunteering over the years?
Well, I was a member of the Lions Club.
For sure.
It was a volunteer, and I was with it till from start to finish.
Yeah, that's right.
And I volunteer in different places at our church. I do a lot of volunteer work there.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever comes up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. You'd be on that list of just phone the guys.
Yeah.
They'll come and help for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But I also wanted to just finish up with there's a picnic table that's got a dedication to the Ludlam family. And where
Yes.
is that located?
That is on Goose Island.
Okay, tell me where Goose Island is.
Are you familiar where the barn is, where the peacocks are?
Yes.
Okay, you just keep on walking by.
Like
And
that driveway that goes in front of it?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, and that is Goose Island.
Oh,
Now, Goose Island used to be the old bird sanctuary,
okay.
and in 2011 it flooded, And that's when the peacocks all went uptown.
Ah,
And it was a jungle. So the barn was condemned, so they built a new barn. And it just sat there, just a jungle.
mhm.
And I had a vision that it needs to be cleaned up and made into something worthwhile. So I got at it and I cleaned it up, and with the help of the town, I hauled the trees away and the Parks Board, and it took 4.5 years.
Wow.
And
Wow.
the grass, well, there's so much goose poop there, it had lots of fertilizer.
There is, yes, there is. And in fact, the geese kind of have taken over the outer, that's where they're nesting all around the creek there, right?
This year was okay.
Oh, okay.
We were okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've almost been chased a time or two.
Oh, I have too.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
Yes.
They're very territorial, I think.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
So that's Goose Island, just past the bird sanctuary down in our Victoria Park.
Yes. It's I called it Goose Island because that's where all the geese were.
Mhm.
And a lot of people don't know it's there. But we're going to put up signage.
I think so, because that driveway just looks like a work truck driveway.
Mhm, mhm.
And same with up behind the park, there is that shed with a lot of vehicles for lawnmowers and trucks for
Right.
town stuff. So people just stay away from that because they think it's all, well, same with the bird sanctuary. Past that, we just think it's all a workspace.
Yes.
So, yeah, I think there needs to be some signage up
Yes.
there because it's a pretty little walk through there. And then there's a bridge.
Yes.
To get across
go
that.
out to the east.
Right,
Yes.
right, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
So that you can wander under those trees and then come out at the bridge on the far
East.
side of the park, the east side of the
Right.
park, yeah.
Yes.
So it's a lovely little walk in there.
Yes.
Okay.
It's nice.
Well, that's wonderful. Well, anything else you'd like to tell us, Jim?
Not off the top of my head,
Okay.
no. But anybody who wants to volunteer, there's always something out there to do.
Right, right.
And something to do to make your difference to your community.
Yeah, thank you. That's really great to
Yeah.
share with us.
Thank you.
As well, congratulations again on your multiple awards, but your last 2 awards, congratulations on that. Or your last award and the dedication to the bench, I meant. Congratulations on that. And thank you for being such a good example in our community.
Oh.
There's a lot of folks that, need that encouragement.
Well, thank you.
And for
Thank
you to have that longevity
Yeah,
in
yeah.
volunteering in our community.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming in and sharing with us.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for joining us here at Spotlight and Service, and have a wonderful rest of your week.